Okay guys, that is my copy of Kiss Alive 2. If the first time you ever opened this gatefold up, you were 5 years old, it was probably the coolest thing you ever saw. And there is the gatefold in all its splendor. Super rad. Little known fact, pro skateboarder Jeff Kendall used this image for a graphic once. And instead of saying Kiss on it, it said Kendall in the Kiss font. And I thought that was the coolest skateboard ever. Alright, so let's take a look at this Biff Bang Pow Kiss Alive 2 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive action figure playset. Welcome to Garage Days Wednesdays, everybody. Today, we're going to be taking a look at my Kiss Alive 2 stage set by Biff Bang Pow. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And it is limited to 1,500 pieces. This is number 886. And there is a quick shot of the back of the box, which kind of recreates the Alive 2 album. So without further ado, let's take a look at it. It comes wrapped in that OB strip. We're going to slide that off and open up the box and take a look at the box. I already have the figures and the playset out, but we'll just take a quick look at the inside of the box. Okay guys, so this is the inside of the box. It is the Alive 2 album gatefold, which was probably the coolest thing I'd ever seen at that point in my life. I was like 5 when this one came out. And you know, if you were a young kid in the 70s, Fonzie was cool, Spider-Man was cool, but I mean, these guys were the coolest. So I don't even like to say their name anymore, but yeah, they were cool. Driver formerly known as James, what did you think of them?
In the 70s?
Yeah.
I wasn't born.
Yeah, driver formerly known as James missed out on the whole Kiss experience.
I didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
I don't like them anyway.
Well, there you go. Okay, so that's the inside of the box. And now we're going to take a look at the figures themselves in the stage playset. Okay, so I'm going to ask if you pardon the dust. This has been sitting in the top shelf of my hall closet for like, I don't know, 12 years now. Never. So I just gave it a quick dust off, but it's still covered with dust. And these are the platforms on the stage. And they do, you know, you can have it flat like that. And they do rise up. If I can get them to rise up here while holding a camera. So you can have your stage, you know, risen up like they did on that tour. Very cool. And then of course you'd have Paul down there in the middle, Ace and Gene. And the drum kit is like cardboard, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's better than like what they normally do for these things, where they give you a bass drum, a cymbal, and a tom-tom. In plastic, I think that looks much better. You know, like seeing the whole kit. Okay, so one of the features of the playset here is this. As you can see, it has like speaker holes cut in the side and in the top and on the other side. And this did come with like a little speaker that you could hook up to an MP3 and put in here, and you could play Kiss music through it, and it would be like you were having a little Kiss concert. We'll take a look at the 4 Kiss stars. There's Ace, Paul, Peter, and Boba. Unfortunately, my Gene Simmons has somehow managed to separate from this set. I think Biff Bang Pow did make Love Gun outfit figures, and they're no different than the ones they sold in this set than on the individual card, so if need be I can always get another Gene if I can't find mine. But this will just give you a size comparison. That is a 1978 Boba Fett, and you can kind of see how he compares to these guys, right at about 3 3/4 inches. Paul looks a little shorter for some reason. And we'll just give you a close-up look at their face sculpts. Not too shabby. Pretty good likeness. Okay, and we'll take a look at their instruments. That is Ace's Les Paul. And that is Gene's bass. And Paul's Iceman. So really good detailing on all the instruments. As you saw, Peter Criss does come with drumsticks. Okay, so here is the stage playset with everybody in place. We got Boba filling in for Gene, Paul, Ace. Now it does take a little bit of finagling to get them to hold their instruments, but with a little bit you can get it done. And of course Boba has different articulations, so he can only hold it kind of out like, hey, look at me, I'm rocking. And now I will show you the coolest feature of this playset. This is probably the coolest feature on the playset. The kiss sign lights up and flashes back there, so that your guys can rock out just like an authentic concert. And I have not changed that battery once. That's the original battery that came with it. It still works after having sit untouched for all these years. Alright guys, that is Garage Days number 11. Can you believe we've done 11 of these so far? Crazy. We will see you next Wednesday in the garage. And we'll have some stuff coming up for you, of course, before next Wednesday as well. But we will be back in the garage next Wednesday. So thanks everybody for watching. Peace, and we love you all.